Hey everybody, it's Yadausi here, and today we're going to talk about the fixed vowels of German. I also call them the static vowels. And what these terms refer to is that your tongue position is in a fixed or static position during the articulation of the vowel, which is different from moving vowels. Moving vowels are when you start in one tongue position and move your tongue in some kind of direction to create it, like an I, O, ow, a. These are all moving vowels. We're not going to cover those here. If you want to see a map of those, you want to perfect those sounds, I highly recommend you sign up for the Elemental Sounds Masterclass of German, 56 Elemental Sounds of German. And in that, we go over all the vowel sounds, all the moving vowel sounds. We talk about rounded vowels. We also go over the consonants, which is the majority of the elemental sounds, and how to pronounce each one. But for now, we'll just focus on these fixed vowels. And I'm just going to go through each one and walk you through the map. Now, if you remember from the video, this vowel chart is supposed to be a sideways view of the mouth, with my upper teeth being here, lower teeth being somewhere around here, and this being like my throat, back of the mouth right here. So my tongue is moving around in this space. Middle part of my tongue really is what's making the vowel. And starting from the top corner, the most front forward position and topmost position vowel we have is the E from Z. Z and Ihnen, E. Okay, this is a pretty straightforward sound. We have it in English. What people kind of have trouble with, though, is differentiating it from the I, from Zin, in. We also have the sound in English, C versus sin, but a lot of people don't really realize it. So it's really important to listen to the audio and hear that difference between these two sounds. Z, Zin. Then a little bit lower than the I, we have the E. From V, A. Now this A is a slightly higher tongue position than what you might be used to in English. Also in English, we always move our tongue on the A. We say they. You don't want to do that in German. You want to keep your tongue in a fixed position. They. All right, moving on to this right quadrant here. We have U from tut. Es tut mir leid. U. Now, as we said before in the video, E and U are the top extremes, the front and the back extremes of the top extreme of the mouth. So if you go from E slowly, you'll feel the sensation of moving your tongue back to that extreme. Ooh. Now, in English, we don't actually have this ooh sound really. We have a lazier version. It's like a ooh. Our tongue's a bit more front on that sound. So if you're an English speaker, really focus on pulling your tongue to the furthest extreme corner of your mouth to get this German tut. Then we have the muss, muss. We do have this sound in English in words like good and would. Same sound in German, but it's going to occur in different situations, so it might be awkward for you at first to say sounds like muss. You might want to say moose or something like that. But it is a lower tongue position than the u. Muss, ich muss das machen. Muss, All right, moving down, we have the O from wo, similar to the E, in English, we always move our tongue. We say they, but you want to keep it fixed. Same for that. In English, we always move our O. We want to say vo, no, whoa. Don't do that. Keep your tongue in one position. Vo, o. Okay? Then moving it slightly down lower, we have the O, got, got. This is the same, not the exact same, but similar to the vowel we have in English, dog. Okay? Very super subtle difference between tongue position. You'll get that as you listen to German much more. But starting off with dog's good enough for now. Just listen to the native speaker audio as much as possible. Try to mimic and tune your tongue to the exact same position of got, oh. Then we have the A from was, a. Now in the video for this, I mentioned how E, U, and A are the extreme corners of the vowel chart of your mouth. This does not include the A. The A is slightly more forward. The A from dog from hot and knob in English is over here. This German one is a bit more front position. A, was. Okay, so something to pay attention to. You're not saying was. It's was. Slightly bit more front tongue position. Sie tut was, wo Gott. And I'll skip these for now and move on to this here. From ven. This is the same from our English less veterinarian. Ven, en. Might be a slightly higher tongue position, but really it's a super subtle difference. Doesn't matter. If you do the exact same one from English, you'll get it. Just listen to the native speaker audio and try your best to tune and mimic it exactly. This is the ven, different from the e. Also, u and a are different from each other. Vu, a, u, a. Now, final two vowels. These are the ones that are pretty tricky for a lot of people. Is the is upside down e here. We have the from danke, which is a higher tongue position than the from Uda. Uda, super subtle difference between these two vowel sounds here. But you want to be able to, it's not danka, it's not ode, it's oda and danke, okay? So very subtle difference, but once again, all you need to do is listen, look at this chart to visualize, see if you can really fine tune your pronunciation. And once you get that perfect, correct tuning for these vowel sounds, you will be that much better at understanding people, speaking with a better accent. And due to your more accurate comprehension or hearing of the sounds, that will affect your comprehension. You'll be able to understand Germans when they speak fast, understand more of what they're saying, because your ear is tuned to the actual sounds that they're making. Now, going back to the analogy from the video, for any of these sounds, you might be off. You might, like I said before, your tongue might be too high on the A or too low on this And when you hear that and you listen to native speaker audio, you want to look at this vowel chart and adjust your pronunciation in the right direction to get the perfect one. Okay, now in the 56 Elemental Sounds of German Masterclass, I talk a bit more about common mispronunciation, common pronunciation errors for English speakers and other people trying to make these sounds. And I'll give you even more insight on what you need to do to navigate your mouth better. But this is a good starting point for you. Combine this vowel chart with the audio playlist. Listen to it over and over again. See if you can link the sound you're hearing to this visualization. And if you can do that, you'll have a superpower. You'll do much better at really mimicking these German sounds. So I hope that was useful to you, and I'll catch you next time.